The white-haired girl. Was never at the mansion. Ooh, don't know why that gave me the chills. Hello there. I'm Ash Mannix, and once again, I'm playing the house in Fata, Morgana. It's been a while. It's been a long while. It's technically been 3 weeks since I played this last. I got a bit busy with work and stuff, and kind of tired, so I wasn't able to get a video out last week, so I do apologise for that. But I'm back at it once again. So let's inspect our memories and let's get back into this. Let's go in. Right, I'm going to hide my face, but there's something I want to check first. A viewer of the channel recommended I have a look at the backlog for interesting stuff to happen. Here we go. Ah, yes, there was a part in the last there was a bit in the last part of the playthrough where weird things were happening. Here we go. My dear, so yes, the backlog seems to be showing something different from what was actually said at the time. So kudos to the viewer. I can't remember your name, I apologise, but I appreciate the hint. I would never have looked at this otherwise. My dear friend, the two of us have much more in common with each other than anyone else. We both suffered at others' hands, and we both deserve to have our vengeance. Now, I don't know who this character is. Someone in the story? Someone hidden in the backlog? No one cares about the main characters? Go on. What's the matter? Make this tale into your reality. Surrender yourself in this moment to this beautiful story, and remain here in the mansion with Giselle. Watch in this moment the stream. So I believe, yeah, Giselle is the white-haired girl's name. Or is it the maid's name? No, I think it's the white-haired girl's name. I forget. And this is maybe me asking, who are you? Well, that's a surprise. You actually have a conscious mind, and are you aware of who you are? You know nothing. Who are you? Someone you once spent a great deal of time with. I must say, I'm impressed you made it back here, my dear. Your soul was ground into dust. It will all come back to you eventually, and then I'll be there with you again, my dear, whispering into your ear for centuries to come, and this time I will not fail. I'll mould your soul into the same shape as mine. What a wonderful little show these puppets are putting on for us, wouldn't you say? Giselle? Giselle? Indeed, what is Giselle? The white-haired girl standing there is Giselle. We once read a book together. It was by the fireplace. Wait, is this actually Giselle? Because that was in this story. You did not? Those memories are false. Books belong in the library. Why would they be by the fireplace? Curse them, slaughter them, revile them, inflict eternal suffering on all their souls. Take revenge on the fools who laughed as we agonized. Oh dear. There was a wall between them, a wall they could not cross, for if they did, it would mean the white-haired girl's death. No matter how much she yearned for it, they could not touch one another, so they didn't... Oh wait, this is the same. So is this where it ends? Curse them, slaughter them, revile them, inflict eternal suffering on all their souls. Take revenge on the fools who laughed as we agonized. And then there was this bit, which I believe was in the game. Yeah. And then she checked at the door. So this was just before she answered the door. And I think after that, there is no more. I don't know if am I supposed to be keeping an eye on the backlog? Because I've not been doing so up till now. I wouldn't have thought to either. How would you know to look at the backlog? That's interesting. Now I'm paranoid. I suppose next time something weird happens, look at the backlog. But anyway, the collapse of their happiness came slowly, gradually. Let's see if I can hide the mouse. Perhaps it was because she had touched his blood instead of his skin, but the deterioration of the white-haired girl's health crept along at a relaxed pace. The life was not sucked out of her in the blink of an eye, as it had been from the bandit. She merely grew progressively less and less healthy. Ah, yes, so in the last part of this playthrough, the last part of the game, I don't know if it was a beggar or a thief had come. Someone, I think, planning. Ah, yes, because there's a rumour that if you... I think the owner of the house can answer... The witch of the house can answer any wish or something. So they came and were going to assault Giselle, I believe, and then Michelle... Michelle? Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll say so Michelle. Came to our rescue, but in the hubbub, he was slashed, and a speck of blood had touched Giselle's skin, which I believe is enough for that to be pretty bad in the long run. Amidst her physical decay, she was bestowed with one blessing. Her beauty remained untouched. If only that could be for all of us. But as far as blessings went, surely there were others she could have been granted. Could God have not picked something little better for her? Michelle. I think it was Michelle I pronounced it. Oh well. By the time the two of them realised what was happening, it was already too late. The white-haired girl had grown so weak she could hardly leave her bed. Yes. Oh, you're there. I am. Thank goodness. I can't see very well anymore. How could this happen? I thought I had saved you, but no. I did the exact opposite. Please, don't talk that way. You did save me that day. But you're on the cusp of death now, and it's my fault. Because of this curse I bear. How? How could this happen? Why did this have to happen? What am I? Why was I given this body? Michelle, can I, ask you a favour? Go ahead. Stay with me, please. As much as you can, until the very end. Yeah, the white-haired girl seems to get it rough in every lifetime. I was going to do as much anyway. Thank you. I'm happy, Michelle. Happier than I have ever been. And I mean that. You didn't just save my life. You saved me. I've been saved. But only me. I wonder how you'll handle things when I'm gone. If only I hadn't opened the door that day, I wouldn't be leaving him all alone. And we could be happy together for even longer. Yes? Would you please hold my hand? I think it's probably safe now. I will not. I cannot touch you. If I do, I might take what remains of your life. Take your beauty away and force you to die hideous. Yes, the worst thing of all of this is to be ugly when you die, as opposed to the dying. I cannot touch you. Oh, there's another glitch. back at the mansion. Oh, this is not good. But also, let me... Here we go. So... Right, I believe... So where the glitch was, what's happening here? Dark. Dark, it's dark. How long has it been dark here? How long have I been in the darkness? It's so cold here. Freezing. Where? Where could she have gone? Where could she, Giselle, yes. Her smile shines so bright it can cast away the darkness. I must take her hand. She's been calling for me for so long. Take her hand? But I'm cursed, that would kill her. Ooh. It's an interesting little tidbit there. That would kill her. No, no, no. This is a lie. This is all a lie. And yeah, her. Ooh. On his way back from the washroom several days later, Michelle heard muffled voices. Got it! Oh, I'm good. What is going on? I think the bandit, or the person who came however long it's been, came back with a bunch of people to wreak revenge. He was having trouble making out what they were saying, but he could tell it was several men and they were outside the front door. The fact that he could hear them all at all through the heavy door meant they were probably shouting quite loudly. An indescribable sense of uneasiness came over him. Dread. He drew near to the door and focused on the voices on the other side. They grew clearer, enough for him to make out what the men were saying. Everything's in place. We're ready to kill this witch now. This is definitely the place. That half-dead bandit said she was in this mansion. Listen well. No matter what we find there, we kill it. It could be a child for all I care. That doesn't change anything. Kill the witch. Kill the witch. Kill the witch. Kill the witch. What he heard beyond the door was a group of men shouting for the death of the witch. In that moment, Michel regretted his decision to let the bandit go free and not watch over him until the moment of his demise. He must have made his way down to the village in search of help, where he revealed what he had found at the mansion. Damn it. But it was too late. Regret would solve nothing. He could neither stop the villagers from raiding the house, nor could he stop the white-haired girl from dying to the effects of his curse. He was helpless to do anything. Oh, 1 second. I'm going to just... Yep. He was helpless to do anything. The gears of his fate had locked him onto a path of tragedy and were turning mercilessly onward. The men had begun trying to break down the door with what sounded like a battering ram. While the first strike was not enough to breach the barrier, it was still quite powerful. He was certain it would not hold for long. Michel's mind raced. Was there anything he could do about this predicament? How could he escape from the corner he had been backed into? Despite his possessing inhuman powers, he would be powerless against a full mob of adult men. The villagers almost certainly came armed as well. Michel. A weak voice came from behind him. Aghast, he spun around to find the white-haired girl stumbling toward him. She breathed heavily, leaning against columns for support. What are you doing out here? You'll only worsen your condition by exerting yourself. I had a sinking feeling, and I heard noises on my way here. It seems that I have brought all my misfortune upon you. Don't say that. If I hadn't come here, this never would have happened. You never would have been in any danger. Please, Michel, hand me over to the men outside. Absolutely not. I will do no such thing. They're here for the witch, aren't they? I'm guessing they're the same people who were chasing me before. The village had a poor harvest this year, I hear. Like the village in the legend. And they believe it's the witch's curse. But you're not a witch. You need someone to fill the role, though. So please, hand me over, and then escape on your own. I could never. Please, Michelle. I'm the one who's cursed, not you. And you want me to hand you over? What would I have left then? Nothing. Not a thing. I would have nothing. After so long, I finally found someone who isn't afraid of me, who won't run. I have no interest in a world that would take you away from me, make me live alone once more. To hell with such a world. Michelle. Would you be willing to die with me? Oh dear. If that's what you wish, then stay with me until the very end. Oh dear, oh dear. I probably wanted to hear that just as much as him. No, not probably. I did. I wanted to have someone at my side as much as him. It's interesting that we're now hearing the thoughts, or no, we're now seeing the thoughts of the white-haired girl. Has that happened in the past? I feel like it hasn't happened, or not as much anyway. It's so lonely not having anyone. To live alone. To die alone. To not have anyone watching over you. For no one to even know you're dead. I simply wanted someone to tell me they're here for me. To be there. To hold my hand. How wonderful that would be. The sense of utter relief it would bring would be enough to cast away all the pain. To allow me to accept all our suffering. So please, tell me you. Michelle and the white-haired girl chose to spend their final moments at the top of the observation tower. They could hear the crash of the battering ram against the door, the shouts of the men and their stomping feet. But despite all that, the ray of light shining through the little window was as beautiful as always. The room's air of serenity remained unimpeached. After the long climb to the top, the white-haired girl was terribly out of breath. Michelle considered several times offering her his hand, but the possibility that doing so might rob her of her last scraps of life stayed his hand. It sounds like they broke down the door. I'm glad we made it up here when we did. I'm so sorry for asking this of you. Don't be. I would have chosen here for my final moments as well. This is the one place in this mansion with any sunlight. The one place I can get a good look at you. Thank you. I'm truly glad that I was able to end up here. That I was able to meet you. And more than anything, that you said you cared about me. Have I managed to become an essential part of your life? Do you even need to ask? I wouldn't be here otherwise. I feel the same way as you, I'm sure of it. The two of us are more similar than you probably care to admit. Can I ask you one more thing? Go on. Would you embrace me? If this is to be the end, if this is to be my last chance, I don't want it to end without having been able to touch you. Please, don't refuse me this, Michelle. Just do it. Please. I won't keep you waiting any long. Thank you. The truth is, I always wanted this. I dreamed of being able to hold you. I dreamed of it too. Thank you. I'm so very... Still so beautiful. What a cruel joke. Could you not have given us some other miracle? One that would allow us both to survive. Where are you? Where'd you get off to? I can't find her. Damn it. Hey, there's some stairs over there. They'll lead up. Beneath the single ray of light, the white-haired girl lay completely still. Not even a frail sigh escaped her closed lips. She remained as gorgeous as ever. It was as though she had simply fallen asleep in the sunlight. Looking down upon her, Michelle determined to do one thing. I will not allow anyone to sully the sight. He gave a fleeting glance back at her pristine corpse, then opened the door and stepped through it alone. He would protect that room where she lay. Hey, there's someone up there. So this is where you've been hiding, you infernal witch. Wait, that's not the girl. The raucous sounds of their footsteps rang up from below. Shortly thereafter, the men themselves came into view. As he had expected, they were heavily armed. He glowered at the men, then sucked in a deep breath and shouted at the top of his lungs. I am the witch that you seek. I have inherited her curse, and it is I who brings calamity upon you. Oh dear. You hear that? But he's a man or woman, it doesn't matter. Death to anyone who ties to the witch. Cleanse this earth of all impurity. Kill him, kill him, kill him. There. Oh, one. Michelle did not flinch at the sight of the men. He stood unyielding between them and the door. He did not flinch when they raised their weapons against him, nor when they pierced his body. Die and take your curse with you. I have no need for this life any longer. It's all yours. I am cursed to kill even that which I wish to protect. But at the very least, I can protect one thing before my life is done. Not even one of you will leave this place without die by my curse. The blood spilling from his skewered body flowed down the stairs, down and down like a little river, soaking the feet of every single man who had stormed the mansion. This was the last thing he saw before the final grains of life slipped between his fingers, which brought a faint smile to his lips. Wait, is the white-haired girl still alive? What? Neither of them had expected what happened next, though, for God has a most twisted sense of humour. The white-haired girl had not miraculously passed away without being robbed of her beauty. Why am I still alive? She had rather not passed away at all. Quite cruel of him, was it not? Michelle. Where have you gone, Michelle? Michelle. I smell blood. For had he allowed her to die, she would not have been made to witness the scene that awaited her. No, no. And I'm sure you know just what it was she laid eyes upon in that moment. The ravaged corpse of her beloved. A torrent of blood streaming down, down, down the spiral staircase. and the sickening stench it raised. Oh, why? And this was not the only body. The villagers who had assaulted the mansion had been subjugated to his curse, the life drained from their withered shells. Why did this? Michelle, why? Why am I the only one still alive? That is a question I cannot answer either. Perhaps his curse did not affect those he loved, as terribly cruel as that might be. I cannot say. Oh yes, it's the maid that's narrating this, isn't it? Why, you said we would go together. A world without you has no meaning. Had she actually expended her life there in the room at the top of the tower, perhaps this tale could have had a happy ending. She would have at least been able to have the man she loved at her side until her very last moments upon this earth. But that was not what had transpired. She had survived, been left utterly alone. I felt a profound pity for the miserable girl, so I called out to her. Oh. The witch Morgana? Would you like to see him once more? What? I have the power to help you meet him again. Who's there? Where are you? You know what they call this mansion. So who do you suppose remains on these grounds? No way. You're from the legend. You actually exist. Now, I asked you a simple question. Would you like to see him again? The witch grants people's wishes, but at a price. Ooh, let me just check something. I haven't missed any interesting stuff, have I? No. Yeah, I think it's all it's only when the glitchiness happens. I said I wouldn't ask for her assistance if I met her. But that's all changed. Now that I've lost him. If it's truly possible, then yes, I want to see him. Bring him back to life. Regrettably, I cannot directly meddle with the forces of life and death. However, I can guarantee you this. Your reconstruction. Reconstruction? Correct. To ensure that you remain as yourself in future lives, and are not reborn as someone else, your body and mind shall be reconstructed. As shall his. If you sincerely wish to reunite with one another, if you genuinely need each other in your lives, you will eventually meet again. All I can promise you is eternal reconstruction. But does that mean that you'll never, ever fully die? Ooh. What you make of it is up to you. You want to see him again, don't you? You want to hear his voice again, don't you? You want to feel his hand on your cheek once more, don't you? If that's what you want, then you must remain who you are. If you are simply reborn, that wouldn't be you. So there wouldn't be any point, would there? Me, as I am, and he as he is? Make up your mind quickly. I will not wait long. I want to see him again. As you wish, sweet little girl. I shall grant you both eternal reconstruction, and pray with all my heart that you can attain true happiness. Ooh, that was a deal with the devil. Shortly thereafter, the white-haired girl took her own life. She decided she had nothing to gain by remaining in the present time, and that in order to reunite with Michelle, she needed to make her way to her next life. And thus, the mansion was left bereft of a master, to travel slowly through the ages until someone came along to give it life once more. Ooh, I got an achievement, Misty Manor. Ah, now we're talking as the maid. But an unfathomable amount of time has passed, and the two have still yet to reunite. Have they, Master? Oh. You know now who you are, do you not? You remember everything now, do you not? You are present in every single era, the reason for which it is as I described in the previous tale, because you yearned to be reunited with someone. But that person never showed up, in any era. Wait, are we the white-haired girl? And poor sweet you, having no memory of any of that, lived those lives with other men. We are the white-haired girl. Why did I not think about this sooner? Is it any surprise misfortune befell those eras, then? The door swung closed. But rather than outside, you and the maid were inside the dull, monochrome room at the top of the observation tower. The awe-inspiring ray of light shone not through the lone window high upon the stone wall. Wrapped in a curious, impenetrable darkness, you both stood alone in the room. The maid wore a gentle, but brittly cold smile as she looked straight at you. It is not your fault misfortune befell you. The only force to blame for that is fate. You were always so kind, so pure of heart. You had boundless trust for others and the goodness of people. You were the very image of all that is right. There is no greater misfortune than someone as pure and beautiful as you, being mercilessly thrown into the grinding gears of tragedy, again and again. Jeez, wait, so we just watched ourselves like, oof. I still pity you for everything you had to go through. You poor, poor soul. You must be utterly exhausted. Oh, this is mental. Constantly betrayed, the man you are waiting for never appearing. After so long, your spirit worn down to the bone, you lost any and all awareness of who you even were. Who were you hoping to find wandering into this illusory mansion, cut off from the real world? You and I are the only ones here. Oh, I was wandering around, wasn't I? The man you seek is nowhere to be found. Have you still not figured it out? Wait, no, where is the man? Is he the man in the picture? Then allow me to tell you everything. Ooh. I mean, I'm not super surprised at this point, but still interesting. I am the cursed witch Morgana, who haunts this mansion, and you are the tragic plaything of fate, the white-haired girl named Giselle. Did my calling you master confuse you? Yes. I mean, you're dressed up as a maid, and you've been dressed up as a maid in all these stories, so... If so, then I apologize. My habit of calling the master or mistress of the house master is quite deeply ingrained. And yes, that means precisely what you think it does. That I have accepted you as my new master. Wait, what? The witch accepts people as their master? What? That I wish for you to remain here. No, shit. To stay with me. So let us put an end to this journey. Do not worry, there is nothing to fear. We are simply going to step outside the river of time. What? Nothing unpleasant will ever happen to you again. Wait, we made a deal with you from the beginning that, you know, we would get reborn in the same form with, I think, our memories? I don't know. And somehow we've ended up at the house in multiple time periods, which must be your doing. It's almost like you purposely kept us away from Michelle, or the reincarnation of Michelle. Oh, dodgy maid. I will be here with you for all eternity, and I will give you my utmost care. You will not have to wait for anyone. Forget about him, the man you once sought. and I am sure you shall find happiness. Please, do it for me. I've been waiting for you for so very long. I've wanted nothing more than to see you again. But you are continually stolen away from me, despite my sincerest desires to spend my days with you. You're the witch of the... This is your mansion, and you are the witch. How the hell could you not have, like, made time and made everyone get lost? I don't understand this. Which is why I wanted you to recall everything. What, so that we can see how much you suffered as well? For surely you would not willingly repeat the same fate, if you knew that all the pain it has caused you to suffer thus far. Spend eternity with me, oof, in the gentle embrace of darkness. The maid extended her hand for you. Oh, wait a minute, let me just, I feel like this is going to be an important thing. Wait, what is this? Oh, all the pages, yeah. Wait, what is the backlog saying? No interesting stuff? No, okay. Her fingers brushing up against yours were as cold as ever, but her breath tickled your skin pleasantly, and her sweet words rang in your ears, filling you with warmth. You thought back on your time with her in the mansion. She had indeed always treated you with great compassion. Nothing she had said seemed to be a lie. And so you pondered. What were you to do? Tell her, get lost. Oh! Decisions. 1 second, I am going to just get the config. More the background music just a tad. Oh my days. I don't know. Still more to be done. Will that anger her? Something seemed off. Not only with the story she had just told, with her, and with you yourself. Assuming everything she had said was the truth. Which are not... Oh, now we've got our name. Which are not, my mind is made up. Which will strike you first, I wonder? Regret or the curse? You seem to be doing just fine. It's only a tale. The witch is real, very much so. It is not a legend, nor a fairy tale. The witch is me? What? Did he say that last time? Wait, was the witch Michelle the whole time? That's right. It wasn't the white-haired girl who had claimed to be the witch. And that wasn't all. Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, I can't remember what voice I gave him. Or do you mean to reclaim your old self, no matter the cost? If you do, if you're sincerely prepared to do that, then be wary of the tale that comes next. Any tragedy that seems too beautiful to be real is precisely that. A fabrication. Oh. None of your questions had been answered. You still didn't know who the painting was, or what had taken place so long ago that caused the mansion to summon people to it. You didn't even know who you are, for that matter. There was still more to be done. You had to find the truth. You needed to find someone. That much was certain. But was the story the maid had told correct about whom? And if it was... what about her? What about the woman whose name you couldn't say? The woman who had so cheerfully called you master? Oh yeah, I remember this. This was a little flashback when we went to the room. We agreed that we would live together, not just in the same house, so we've got plenty of time to add more to the list. Wait, that was from this story though. And I hope you can't make your own list about... You can make your own list about me too. This is just the beginning after all. We've got a long, long time ahead of us. Plenty enough to get to know each other, no? You must say her name. You must take her hand. Wait, are we Michelle? Is she trying to make us... What is going on? You must make her smile once again. You mustn't reclaim your old self. What? It's dark. Dark. It's dark. It's dark again. Ew, what is that noise? It's dark. 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 Constantly. Constantly engulfed in darkness. You threw it away every single time. I must break out of this darkness. I'll give you a word that's not cruel to you. I must escape and take her hand. Because that's the reason. Oh, I've got a wonderful idea. I came here. Wait, what's going on? On dark. You threw it away every single time. I'll give you a word that's not cruel to you. Oh, I've got a wonderful... What's going on here? What is going on here? You can curse them with me. I must return. I must reclaim. We can think of new ways to torture them. We'll all be happier if you stay here. Just think about it. Stay here in this world. You'll be right at home. No. I did the best I could for you, nothing more. This is not where I belong. No matter how much a world of darkness may suit me, you will never be able to do it. I must reclaim my true self. Ooh. I reclaim myself. This is brilliant. Do you have any idea how terrible a decision that is? Do you have any idea why I fabricated that story? Uh-oh. What's this? It was all for you. Is it now? So stay here. Stay right where you are. The darkness suits you better. I'm assuming this is the witch. Wait, is there an option not to? I'm still going to reclaim it. Get lost. I reclaim myself. Remember what someone told you not long ago? That you could handle the stories because they weren't your own. That you were able to bear the tragedies because they happened to others. If that had been your suffering, if the secrets you had kept buried away for so long had come out, you couldn't possibly have endured it. But you're a sharp one. I'm sure you intend to keep those secrets tucked away forever. Do you really think I'm going to let you do that, though? Whatever you try to hide, I'll make sure your beloved hears every last detail. Ah, how foolish can you be? Despite all my encouragement, you still insist on getting your old self back. What do you have to gain from that? Nothing but filthy, ugly tragedy awaits you down this path. Don't get your hopes up, my dear. There's nothing for you there. You have nothing. I'm offering you a place by my side. You should just take it. There is no salvation for you anywhere. None at all, anywhere, from anyone, ever. She has long since lost all grip on reality. And you think there's anything you can do for her now? So are we, Michelle? Despite having repeatedly failed to even regain yourself. Well, I suppose if you're going to be stubborn, as much as I don't want to, I have to place a curse on your soul. Ooh. That's right. The white-haired girl. Was never at the mansion. Ooh, don't know why that gave me the chills. You were never at the mansion? What? There is still a story left untold. What? The fourth door was all a lie. What do you mean? Wait, the maid? Who's... It was not some sweet little tragedy. The story you told was pure fantasy. No, that was the truth. That was where it all began. Because of what happened then, you spent innumerable years lost until you showed up here and... What? You reach out, grasping for it. You pull yourself in. Your silhouette, which has been hazy until now, begins to take form. Your mind, your consciousness, your heart, your soul, and your body. Who are you? The veil in your mind dissipates. A crack forms in the shell encasing you, then another. The invisible shackles chaining your spirit fall to the floor. Reality fades in atop the distinct foggy world around you. Bony fingers appear before your eyes. Long hair. Your voice. No. My voice. My body. My fingers. My arms are frail, my joints weak. But despite my resemblance to the white-haired girl, I am not her. This is who I am. I have finally reclaimed myself. You aren't waiting for the white-haired girl. You're waiting for me. And that's exactly why I came here. What? I have no idea. What are you talking about? I have always waited for the white-haired. There was never a white-haired girl. Oh? There was only... This time. This time I must say her name. She is... Is it going to make me choose? Giselle? There was only you. I am... Giselle? No, I am not Giselle. I am the servant of the house, and I am the witch, Oh shit. You are not a witch. The witch is someone else. Why do you insist that you're the witch? What changed you so much? The shadowy figure in the master bedroom, that was her. A glimpse into her past. I'm sure this is Giselle, but why is she so different? What happened to the spark she used to have? Where did the light she once shone upon the world go? I have to remember. I must remember. This cannot end until I have. This is no longer a story. No. What I need to face is my past. And her heart. She was not even present in the story she made up. Everything about it had been changed. The past I lived and the wounds she bore were more grounded in harsh reality, not wrapped in a film of fairy tale magic. That was the final tale, and it was all true. That's how it happened. It was a bittersweet story. No? How can you not see this? Yes, it was a beautiful tragedy, but was there even a scrap of humanity in it? Behind the three preceding doors there had been a constant thread of ugliness and conflicting motivations, but there was hardly a trace of that behind the fourth door. The characters felt like nothing more than characters. Ooh. Is that what you want to turn into? Is that what you want our history to become? Our history? But I don't remember anything at all. You don't remember anything? No, I don't want to. I don't need a past or a future. All I have left inside me is uncertainty. Wait a minute. So the maid is Giselle? What? And Giselle wasn't there's no white-haired girl. It was actually the maid is Giselle. I'm a little bit floored here. Especially when they tried to do a bait and switch and make me Giselle, which was... Wait, is there anything going on in the back talk? No, I think we're just getting... Just getting everything out now. Jeez, what is going on? Giselle. No. That's not my name. Please, stop trying to confuse me. I'm fine with things the way they are. If it means I don't have to hurt, that's all I want. So please, just let me keep being the maid. Let me keep being a guide, not some foolish girl. So she was pretending to be the maid. She was still asking us to stay with her for eternity though, wasn't she? In the darkness. This is all her doing? People keep coming to the mansion because she's searching for us? Is that what she honestly desires? Does she want to cast aside her past for good? If so, then, are we going to be given a choice? Oh my days. No, not remembering isn't an option. I'm an arsehole. No matter what she says, I know I'm right. And if she doesn't reclaim her old self, I'll never get to hear her say my name again. I know I'm being selfish here, but I can't do that. If you're afraid of what you might find, we can remember together. I haven't gotten everything back yet myself. So let's open the real door together. There are no other doors to open. But there is. One that can only be opened by our hands, because it exists between the two of us. Not a door with physical form, but the door to your heart. The door to... I grasp her unnaturally cold hand, and that long ago once had warmth. If she can't lead the way, then I have to. I must pick up the pieces of our erased history so we can both reclaim ourselves. Find the actual truth. No matter what we may uncover, I will not let go of this hand. No, I mustn't let go of it. Wow, it's interesting. She was leading us, holding our hand, taking ours. Now it's flipped. Darkness falls over the world around us. The floor upon which we had been standing flickers out of existence, sending us dropping into an endless abyss. This dark pit. This is her door. Her history. Her heart. Let's try this one more time. It's not a sweet story by any means. It's a story of betrayal, anger, hatred. We caused each other pain. But that's the road we travelled. And down that road lies all the answers. Reclaim yourself achievement unlocked. Jeez. The fourth door. Oh, the glitchiness. The fifth door. 1099. What the hell? Oh my days. Right, first of all. My, oh my. Oh. Well, I think I'm going to leave it there on that bit of a cliffhanger. What the hell? Yes, I would. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting a bit of a twist, but I wasn't expecting that. So, I'm intrigued to see what happens going forward. Loving this. I should have played this sooner. I shouldn't have left such a big gap. But anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm definitely going to continue this sometime soon. Just listen to the horse carriages in the background. Let's config return to the tail. Yes. So, the maid was Giselle. There was no white-haired girl. They're trying to make us seem like the white-haired girl in the end there. But it was the maid all along. I am not displeased by this. Interesting. But yes, anyway, we'll leave it there for now. I am intrigued. A little bit flabbergasted. But this was the house in Fata Morgana. I'm Ashmanix, and hopefully I will see you next time. Sooner rather than later. Bye-bye.